Cause I was on YouTube. Watch TY38. Yeah.
All right, my entrepreneurs, how y'all doing today? We here with another episode of A Look Into an Entrepreneur, and today we with another entrepreneur. Today we with Bill Howe, aka Dollar Bill, aka DB. He's the owner of Chi-Ville Music Publishing and a few other things, and I'm gonna let you know all about what he do. So today, first and foremost, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
All right, I appreciate you letting me come through. So, I know I told people your name, Bill Howe, aka Dollar Bill. Anybody else may know you out here, DJ this or?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. I'm Bill Howe,
Okay.
aka Dollar Bill or Dollar Bill Skull.
Okay.
I'm originally from Chicago. I've been here in Nashville since '97, so it's been a good ride.
Okay. So, like I always ask people, what made you want to be an entrepreneur?
Want to give myself a shot. Wanting to actually believe in my own talent, my own merit, and give it a shot. I had always been seeing how, especially black entrepreneurship, that always inspired me. I was always inspired by corporate CEOs as a kid, reading articles about them. So that was always kind of my way in. So when I finally had an opportunity to do it, I looked around and found that maybe I can do it myself, and at the same time, I got tired of working for everyone else.
Okay.
So that was mainly my main motivation, working for everyone else, and I'm willing to give myself a shot.
Okay. So, what is it exactly that you do?
I do quite a bit. First and foremost, I'm a record producer. I produce music. I've been producing music since 1992. I also am a recording studio engineer. I have my own recording studio here. I'm a music publisher, have my own music publishing company.
Okay.
I do song coding and registration. That's a part of this publishing as well. And also have a t-shirt line. I'm not a fashion designer, but I just design t-shirts and stuff like that.
Okay. So that's one of your designs on your shirt right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And that's pretty much. And I like do aid and assist counseling and give advice to other independent artists as well. So I kind of have my hands busy. And I do podcasting and radio too, so I wear a lot of hats.
Okay. Well, I know the first thing you mentioned was the music producing. So I know you said 92, but prior to 92, how did you actually get into the mingling around with music?
Well, I always grew up with a love for music, and I've always wanted to get into music. It's just that I didn't know how to play any instruments, and I couldn't sing, so I didn't really know how to get into the music business. But as rap and hip hop came along, it gave me an opportunity to actually start working with things like drum machines, because I've always wanted to be a drummer, but I didn't have the patience or the timing. But a drum machine was my way into production. Okay. So after recording an album in '88, '89, a few years after that, I just went solo. I had a drum machine that my first producer gave me in '92, and I never looked back.
So do you remember what kind of drum machine it was?
It was a Roland 626.
Roland 626, huh?
Yeah.
So I know we probably, what 30 years,
right
30 years from there, so that's probably what, second, third generation?
I mean, that drum machine, it gave me an opportunity to believe in myself. I always knew I could make beats. It's just that I didn't have any equipment to do it. So that one drum machine was my first real equipment. And for like the first year, I actually made whole songs with just drum patterns. No samples, it was just beats and the patterns changing. But I did that for about a whole year until I actually started messing around with other equipment.
Okay. So did you rap on your own beats, or did you have somebody?
I did. I rapped on my own beats, and I had started a crew with a best friend of mine back at home in Chicago. We started a group named Verbal Abuse.
Verbal Abuse.
Right now, a group like that, 2023, would sound fucking offensive as hell.
Yeah.
But in the 90s, it means very excellent rhythm, beats, and lyrics. That's the verbal part.
Okay.
And abuse is also best underground sounds ever. Bam.
That's crazy. So he made a whole acronym with a word.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, thank you.
They were like, yeah, they verbally abusing people. What you say?
But I had to do that. I had to come up with a meaning so I could throw people off why y'all call yourselves that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I did that.
Yeah, that's even creative in its own right there.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know rap, beats. So what made you get behind the behind the music, as in like publishing and things like that?
Well, the climate, the way the industry was changing. Plus, I wanted to delve into more of the behind the scenes. I had told myself back when I was rapping that I didn't want to be trying to be in front of the camera rapping at 40, 50 years old. Not saying that's a bad thing, because I big up those that still do. But me personally, I didn't see myself doing that. But I still wanted to be involved in the music industry. So producing and starting a record label and opening up a studio and publishing kind of like pretty much cemented me pretty much forever in the music industry.
Okay.
So that was the reason why I did it.
So when you first copyrighted your first song, did you send it in the mail to yourself?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the poor man's. I learned that from my mom because she was a songwriter too.
Okay. Just send it to yourself, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So with the music publishing, producing, and all those accolades, what made you start searching for talent? Or did the talent come find you?
I had to search for talent. When I first moved here in Nashville, I'm coming from Chicago, so I had to I was going to stand out anyways because my sound was different. I was sounding like Midwest, East Coast, coming here in the South, but at the same time, I found cats down here in the South that wanted that sound. So I kind of searched for cats, but then once I started working with the cats I did find, they were spreading the word, so more people started coming to me after that. So it kind of worked out for me in the long run.
Okay. So if you had to change anything about the music business as it's going now with the streaming and stuff like that, is that something you'll change, or that's something you just have to adapt with? Because over time it went from tapes to CDs to MP3s, now MP3s to straight streaming. So I see the music changing. I don't know where it will go next to this, next to like what they doing with the metaverse. With I just know they dropped like a Biggie Smaller concert. Right. That's the only way I can see it going to the next level, getting it visually, like getting the whole album visually. But how do you feel about the new climate of music? Well, the music industry in the whole, not music.
Well, sorry. I would say this. It's gone in a way that can aid and assist established artists and artists that are independent, but at the same time, it's kind of putting a knife in the back of the music industry. And I say that because the streaming services, the Spotifys and stuff like that, along with the distributors who distribute to Spotify, so I mean like the TuneCores and the United Masters, they've become gatekeepers. They've actually taken on the role of record labels, which is what I don't like. So now a distributor will critique your album cover before they distribute it. And that's not your job to critique it. You're supposed to take my final package and put it in China, if that's where I want it to be. The distributor's now saying that, hey, all right, did you clear the sample? That's not your problem. You see what I'm saying? The record label who puts that music out there, they have to make sure, and the publishing company, we make sure that those samples are clear. It's not up to you, the distributor, United Masters, TuneCore, whoever you are. It's not your job to check these independent artists and make sure that they have, I be seeing stuff like you can't have like abstract artwork on the, I mean, come on, this is art. Rap music is art.
What do you mean, like you're saying like
they only want you to have only just the title of the song
in your face
and the artist. Sometimes not even your face.
Okay.
And that's not up to them to do that. You are a distributor. You're supposed to take this record and put it out to the world. You can't. You're not supposed to tell me, an independent artist or anyone, that they can't put this out there. You see what I'm saying? I mean, they've taken on a whole new different role. And those are the parts of this new industry that I don't like. Also, I don't mean to rant off, but I want to get this off. Streaming platforms, and I want all you independent artists to know this. It's okay to have your music on Tidal, Spotify, but at the same time, if you don't have the following and the hustle to get your streams popping, you're not going to make any money, especially when people like Spotify are paying you a half cent. Okay, I don't know how they found the mathematicians to divvy up 1 cent, but that's what they're paying you now. So I have issues because I'm in the public show. I have a lot of artists coming to me talking about why is my royalty check $5? That sounds fucked up, don't it? But with all the shows that we do, all the streamings that we get from YouTube and everything else, that's what these people paying you. So if you want to make your money, this is what I'm going to tell you to do. Stop giving your money away for free. Stop giving your music away for free. When you're producing music and recording, you're paying for studio time. You shoot a video, you have to pay that director. You're paying for cover art. That costs money, and you want to be able to recoup. When you put your stuff on these platforms, you're giving your stuff away literally for free. People are streaming. It's okay they get access to you, but they're listening to your music for free. You're not seeing anything. So here's what I predict, T.Y. This hustle is going to go back to the 90s and the late 80s when artists had to sell their music out the trunk.
Right.
It's going to go back to that, but just with a new twist. People finna go back to selling their music in the street, but just with QR codes, USB thumb drives, that little disc thing you just showed me, the whatever. It's going to get back to that. Because people are going to start getting into wanting something tangible, touching their music. We live in a time now where all this media that we love, all this streaming shit, we can't touch this shit. You can't touch that shit. People want to be able to actually bust open this package now and put on a t-shirt. So that's what I'm saying. Those are the things about this new industry that I do not like, fam. I can't stand that shit.
I totally agree with you, and I think that's what Nipsey Hussle was also trying to do. Besides what he was trying to do with the health, I think he was trying to show people that, because he was the last artist I know that kind of really pushed that.
Yeah.
Pushing the music with something, but it gave you something, and then it also made what he was pushing popular. You know that if I never watched none of those movies, I wouldn't know what Crenshaw was. I just think it was the name of a song, son of something. But the way he had it looked great. And that's just the name of a street. Well, is that the name of a city out there? Or that's the name?
No, it's the name of the street.
Okay, just the name of a street. And you see how he put that on the world. You know, just like that cookies. That's marijuana, but you look at everywhere you go, you see it because it looks cool, it looks presentable, but it was brought out same way he did with his packaging with the cannabis. He gave away his hats, shirts,
bundles, something tangible.
Yeah, and kind of like Elon Musk. I know I'm ranting off and stuff like that, but Elon Musk had the smartest idea, and that's why me and you had a conversation like that. And I've been trying to tell one of my business partners, this is something that I would love to create. Give away 10 cool ass items, or even like he just created, but that's him. He Elon Musk. He able to do that. He actually created a hat. Made one hat that just had the Born Company on it. Sold it for $100.
Yeah.
And I think he made 100,000 of them, and that made $1 million.
Wow.
So that's like I tell people right now, if we want to make something cool, we can make a hundred cool ass items for $100, and it'll accumulate us $10,000. So that's another thing I've been trying to put together, trying to figure out something that I can give to the people that's cool, some shirts, some hats, some mugs, something that they can actually take and feel like, you know, they got their money's worth, and give, you know, with the music. So you know what I mean? It's like, people like, oh, you paid $100 for music, but now you also got all this paraphernalia that came with it. So I can understand the streaming is weird because, like I say, once again, don't listen to his music, but like a guy like NBA Youngboy, some way he the story I hear is like he's banned in some way, like in America, somehow like that. He don't do concerts or nothing like that, but he's the #1 streaming artist on YouTube.
See,
when you put NBA in on YouTube, his name pop up before the NBA. Get the hell out of here. The NBA been around forever. And you put that dude name, you put NB in YouTube, and his name pop up first before the NBA. Crazy.
That is crazy.
But okay, well, so what do you see? How do you think you can change the music?
I can change the music by being as unique as I can within this new social media climate, which I love because it's really opened up the playing field. Everyone's out there competing now. So you really have to stand out. So that's the best way I can do. On my end, I can stand out as best as possible and give good quality music. Quality over quantity. I'm not one of those type of people that drop 5-6 albums in a year and don't have, you know, and don't let any of those albums get any leg room. I would rather just drop good quality music, sprinkle it throughout the year. But as long as it's good and people attach to it, that's what it is. But my way of changing it is basically being as unique as I can and continue to give out good quality music.
Okay. Well, I know you're a busy man because you let us know all the hats you wear. Are you like, say somebody watching this video and they want to reach out to you just to do some recording? Are you still available for recording just by schedule based? How does that work?
Well, I'm gonna say this: my studio is private, so sorry, public.
Okay.
If I don't, it's simple as that. It's private.
Okay.
Everyone doesn't have access, but I do offer other services, like I do song coding and registration. I do administrative services.
So somebody was looking for publishing?
Right, I do publishing and stuff like that. The reason why I don't open up my studios is because right now, at the moment, it's in my home. So I have a wife and kids I have to take care of, and just things like that. Just have to protect my home.
But the publishing and everything like that, if somebody wants to be down with Chi-Ville Publishing,
most definitely. You can hit me up at Chi-Ville Music Publishing at gmail.com. That's CHIVILLE Music Publishing at gmail.com.
Okay, and what about production? If somebody wants to get
Same
a beat
thing.
too?
You want to get with what's on some beats? It's myself and my other two producers with Music Control Unit.
Okay.
So if you're interested in some tracks, hit us up and we'll see like a little 30-second sample of what we got. And if you're interested, we can talk business from there.
Straight snippets.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
and I'm gonna say this too: we don't lease anything out. We only sell beats.
Okay.
Meaning,
they're not doing that SoundCloud.
We're not selling the same beat to 100 people. No, if you buying it, you're actually buying it, which means you're buying the stem package and everything. We're gonna break everything down to you. Once you get that, it's all yours.
It's yours. There ain't no, I heard my beat on T1
right, we're not doing that.
Channel.
Right, we're not doing that.
He was rapping on it.
Right, we're not doing that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I appreciate you letting. What about any social media handles?
Well, you can find me on Facebook under Dollar Bill Skull.
Okay.
You can find me also. You can find our Chi-Ville Music Publishing page on Facebook.
Okay.
You can find our Chi-Ville Music Publishing page on YouTube. And you can also visit our website at chivillemusic.com. And also, before I go, I want to give a shout out to my artist Slim, the gospel rapper. He has a new album out called Street Bishop, The Graduation. We're going to be working on the short film on that this year. So in order for us to get that going, we're going to be having a very, 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 very special fundraiser. We got to keep that on the wraps. I can't tell you how it's going to go, but we're looking to raise at least up to $100,000 to make this happen. So once we get the fundraiser jumping off, I'll send out a message, let everyone know on the platforms where to find us at to participate in the fundraiser. But other than that, you can check us out, ChivilleMusicPublishing.com, slim.com, that's SLI3M.com. Shouts out to my homeboy Mystery, my other producer. Shouts out to Sister Sharba. Everyone on the team, my brother TY38 alumni, Chicago native, most definitely. Sure. And most definitely shouts out to the Low End Theory podcast show coming up soon. You want to be looking out for that as well.
All right. Well, that's it on the music side. I just got a few more questions. We're gonna talk about the clothing apparel and things like that. So what's the name of the clothing company, sir?
It's called FADE, and it's an acronym for Fashion and Design Elements.
Fashion and Design Elements.
Yeah. And what we do right now, we just specialize in just urban stuff, just t-shirt, hoodies, pullovers, and it's pretty much vinyl press stuff, and we do hats and stuff like that. But we try to have our very unique designs to stand out from everyone else. But that's pretty much what it is. So
besides the vinyl and everything like that, even with the success, even if it go up or stay where it's at, do you looking to get into embroidery, like getting?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, looking to expand into stuff like this. But for a lot of us, this is our way in.
Okay. Yeah, that's the easiest way in. So do you got like the Cricut machine that do cups and stuff that?
We have a Silhouette.
Okay.
Which is Cricut's rival.
Do they do your machine let you do mugs?
Yeah, we do. We have the Cricut. We have the Silhouette.
Okay.
Cutting joints. But I do have a Cricut hat press when I'm doing hats, and we have a regular hat press that comes with. We have a heat press that comes with another hat press and a mug press. So we do like our own mugs and stuff like that.
All right.
T-shirts. We get busy.
You gotta do one mug for me. It look like he's sleeping drowsy, you know, and put muggly on there.
Okay.
That's copyrighted, y'all, so don't think y'all gonna steal that from
I
me.
like that. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like that. I like
so for also, I know you do your own thing. Do you also do custom work? Because you actually did my shirts for my business, which is Your Way Mobile Car Detail Service. Do you also do any other customization for people? If they
We
need?
do. We do customization.
Okay.
We do like we do orders. We do like no orders too small for us, but we do cap our like large order. We'll do at least up to 100, depending on what the organization is. But we do private stuff. We do family reunions, church stuff. Yeah. So if you want some T-shirts from us, you can actually hit me up at 312-615@gmail.com, and then the subject line just put fade whatever or whatever. I don't know what you're inquiring about. We can take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, once again, if you're looking for some music, you're looking to get publishing rights, you looking to get some shirts or anything like that, you can holler at my man Dollar Bill. This is another episode of A Look Into an Entrepreneur, but before we go, he just gonna drop something real nice for us. And go ahead and do your thing, Dollar.
Some southern slap for y'all out there. For my homeboy T-Bag, so he just sent me a sample. I shut it up, programmed my drums, and did some rearranging and some more cutting, and this is what we got. That's pretty much, this is pretty much what I do. It's nothing too complicated, just that you have to know what you're doing, and you have to also master your program. I heard the RZA say this. You don't have to have all that big equipment. If you have small shit, just master what you got, and you can take it from there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And pull something down somewhere.
Somebody say ain't what you got, it's how you use it.
Yes, we ain't what you got, it's how you use it, yeah. I'm gonna let this hook play a little quick, you know, wrap it up. Check out the hook, y'all. Put it on. Put it on. Fresh kick, new gear. Check it out. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Take my song to the DJ. Tell him put it on. Yeah, put it on. Put it on. Cook it up. Bag it up. Hit the block. I put it on. Yeah, we put it on. Put it on. Take my shit to the DJ. Tell him put it on. That's enough.
That's hard. Once again, we appreciate you, Dollar Bill. We're gonna end this episode out on
Thank
that.
you. Appreciate that. Thanks for having me, y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
Cause I was on YouTube. Watching TY38.